Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
It was a long one last night, but the Angels came out victorious, striking fear, if you will. You like that, Google?
Yes.
All right, against the Oakland Athletics. It's game 2 tonight from the Coliseum against the division rival A's. We welcome inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and we certainly saw some dramatic moments last night, and one of which was the killer, if you will, for the Oakland Athletics, a grand slam off the bat of Caleb Cowart. 2 big hits for him last night.
Yeah, he really swung the bat well. It's good to see him. It's bringing a smile on your face, a cricket smile to your face, what Caleb Cowart was able to do with the bases loaded last night. The Angels come in the game, had not hit a grand slam all season long. Caleb Cowart is the guy. First career grand slam for him. 6th career home run for Caleb Cowart. He had a great game. He also mixed in a triple off the wall, so he stayed back on the baseball very well. We know he can play the defense, but it's great to see that baseball jumping off his bat, bringing that smile to your face, a cricket smile to your face.
I tell you what, that smile on his face was fantastic, and a cricket smile to boot. The Angels will have Felix Pena on the mound today, and it's left-hander Brett Anderson on the mound for the Oakland Athletics. The Angels have had their issues against lefties. No Cole Calhoun in the lineup, so Mike Trout jumps up to the number 2 spot with Andrelton Simmons leading things off. We're just about ready for baseball here in the Bay Area. Sit back, relax. We're going to bring you lineups and first pitch when we return.
California Toyota dealers, by City National Bank, a proud sponsor of Angels baseball, and by the 2018 Subaru Forester, a whole lot to love. Beautiful night here in the Bay Area as the Angels and A's get ready to tangle in game 2 of this 3-game series. A nice win last night for the Angels. Brett Anderson, he is chomping at the bit. He can't wait to get out there and start this game. He's already thrown a couple of warm-up pitches, so we'll check out Mike Scioscia's starting lineup for your Los Angeles Angels. The Angels at 75 at 76. We'll have Andrelton Simmons leading things off at short. Mike Trout is in center. Justin Upton in left. Shohei Ohtani, the cleanup hitter, at DH. Jeffrey Marte is at first base tonight. Taylor Ward at third. Jabari Blash gets to start in right field for Cole Calhoun. It's Caleb Cowart, the hero last night, at second base. And Joe Hudson makes the start tonight. He will bat ninth and be the catcher. It's a 30-year-old left-hander, native of Stillwater, Oklahoma, Brett Anderson on the mound for Oakland.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid in that starting rotation for Oakland. My go-tos, though, to be successful against him this evening for the Angels hitters, and their approach is drive that fastball to the gaps. Whether it's on the inside part or outside part of the plate, you got to be ready to turn and use the gaps against him. He doesn't give up a ton of home runs off his fastball, but he does so on his breaking ball. So catch that breaking ball on that downward plane and drive it. He's given up 5 of his 7 home runs have been against his off-speed pitches.
Check out the defense for the A's. Martini in left, Laureano in center, Piscotti in right. The infield with Chapman, Simeon, Lowry, and Olsen. Lucroy behind the plate.
And Martini out in at left field, making his 27th start in left field. A couple starts in center field also. 1 outfield assist, a couple others so far for Nick Martini.
Anderson activated off the disabled list last Thursday, ended up taking the loss. And waiting for a camera guy to get off the field. That third base coach's box, and he wouldn't move. Oh, man. Andrelton Simmons leading things off, 298 average, 11 home runs, 73 runs batted in. The first one tonight is cut on and fouled back. First pitch brought to you by Chrysler of Glendora.
Well, you talk about being ready for the first pitch. Simba was. Jumping on a first pitch fastball. Fouled it back.
Multi-hit game last night. 3-hit game to be exact. 2 singles and a double, 2 RBIs. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. .343 on base percentage. Now ahead of the count at 2-1.
Anderson will throw a fastball 88 to 93. He'll throw a slider, curveball, changeup. You just saw that last one, a changeup.
Anderson not an overpowering guy. Never really has been. Veteran will try to trick you.
Especially
off balance.
A lot of pitches outside part of the plate and a little bit off the plate. He'll show a fastball in, but his bread and butter is that off-speed pitch and fastball away.
2-2 now. Andrelton bounces this one to short. One shortstop to another. There's the first out of the game. Brings up Trout. Mentioned Anderson on the DL, had a strained forearm. Did not have a rehab assignment. Second stint on the disabled list. Also missed a good chunk of time between May 19th and July 7th with a shoulder strain. Signed a minor league deal in March with the A's. Trout 2 for 5 last night with a home run and a single. Also picked up a stolen base. 319 as he takes ball 1. 35 home runs, 71 runs batted in, and a .466 on base percentage. This one queued up the line. Old school Trout jersey. Digging it. The old V-necks.
Yes.
1-2.
Anderson has pitched Trout pretty well. It's 1 for 5 for Trout against Anderson in his career.
Yeah, there's really nobody in this lineup that has done a whole lot of anything against Anderson. 2 guys have had multi-hit appearances against Upton and Luis Valbuena. Luis, of course, no longer with the Angels. That one just missed off the plate. It's a full count. Upton's on deck. Kind of odd that they still list Valbuena in the game notes. Trout shoots one out to the alley at right center field. Piscotti moving over is there, makes the catch. Not driven, more off the end of the bat. There's the second out of the first.
You know, off the bat, you thought might have a chance to find the gap in there, but Piscotti's done a nice job defensively in right field for Oakland.
Left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Stephen, of course, involved with the fan down the right field line last night. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. So nobody on for Upton. 263 hitter, 30 home runs and 84 runs batted in. And Upton wasn't quite ready. He was kind of taking the entire way. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Justin 1 for 4 last night with a single and a walk. Difference last night for the Angels is 6-run 6th inning. Angels picking up the 9-7 victory. Noe Ramirez picked up the win. Ty Buttrey.
It's a pretty good hack there.
Save. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball at 86. You talk about splitting the heart of the plate.
It's one of those pitches you would love to have back in if you're Justin Upton.
We said that way too often last night. Really for the Oakland A's. 2-2 now. That's a called strike 3. Bottom part of the strike zone. The Angels down in order. Will head to the bottom of the first with no score. Bob Melvin starting lineup for the Athletics at 90 and 61. They'll have Nick Martini leading things off at left field. Matt Chapman is at third. Jed Lowry at second. Chris Davis, cleanup hitter at DH. It's Matt Olson at first. Steven Piscotty at right. Ramon Laureano, who led off last night, is in the 7th spot tonight in center field. Marcus Semien, the shortstop. Jonathan Lucroy behind the plate. And he is batting 9th. Let's take a look at the Indeed player resume. It's Felix Pena on the mound for the Angels. 18th game, 16th start. He'll be 3-4 with a 3.75 ERA.
Pretty consistent as far as velocity on his fastball. It's a good firm one, 92, 95. Very good swing and miss curveball and solid changeup.
Martini takes a strike. Nick hitting 288. 8 doubles, 2 triples, 14 runs batted in. He came as a pinch hitter last night. Ended up picking up a hit, went 1 for 2. This one toward the middle. Caleb Coward is there. 1 down.
And right on cue, my go-tos for Felix Pena to be successful here tonight against Oakland is get those ground outs with the fastball. He's able to get that fastball. A lot of soft contact for his fastball, 92, 95 range, and use his curveball as a setup pitch. Be able to throw in the strike zone and then get some swing and misses, but above all, don't go away from that fastball with 2 strikes. We saw that last night with Oakland. 6 times strikeouts looking on a fastball last night.
Matt Chapman hitting 280. He had an 0 for 5 game. Twice struck out looking late. Matter of fact, his last 2 at-bats. 1-0. Caught the inside corner, 1-1. Felix Pena coming off a W. Gave up no runs, 6 hits, 6 innings of work against Texas. That was at home on the 12th. 77 pitches, 2 in those 6 innings. Very economical. lot of quick outs. That one misses low.
6 straight starts of at least 6 innings pitched for Felix Pena. He's really helped out Mike Scioscia's bullpen by getting deep into games.
2-1. Chapman jammed out to shallow left. Here comes Upton. 2 down. Here's the tough turtle turf defense for the Angels this evening, and it looks like this with Upton, Trout, and Blash in the outfield from left to right. Ward and Simmons on the left side. It's Coward and Marte on the right. Joe Hudson behind the plate.
And Hudson making his second career start at the major leagues. First start called a 2-hit shutout by 8 different pitchers in that game. Had a no-hitter into that 8th inning. Very good as far as game calling. Still pretty excited about that one. Excited about it today. Also getting another opportunity to start in the big leagues.
Here's Jed Lowry with 2 outs. Noble to Yan. And he takes down and in for ball 1. Lowry with 3 walks last night. Ended up just going 0 for 2. Scored twice. 267 batting average. 21 home runs. He's driven home 91. 2-0.
All of a sudden, he's taking a lot of pitches.
Patience.
Channeling his Ricky Henderson,
Yeah.
who was here again today.
Out to center field, not very deep. Tells you the kind of movement on a 2-0 fastball to get jammed like that. Both starting pitchers with 1, 2, 3 first innings. Hey, tonight's game is brought to you by your Southern California Chevrolet dealers. Find new roads. It is Cal and Stanford night here at the Coliseum, both in the house.
Yes.
Shohei Ohtani leads things off here at the top of the second. It'll be followed by Jeffrey Marte and Taylor Ward. First pitch swinging under the glove toward the shortstop, Marcus Semien. Shohei retired for the first out. Cal alum Marcus Semien with the play.
How did you tie that all in?
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a gratuitous shot of the skipper, Bob Melvin, also
Yes.
a Cal alum. Done a nice job this year. The helm of the Athletics. There he is.
Oh, battery mate.
Yeah. Marte getting to start at first base. Ground ball toward the middle. Simeon's got it. 2 down.
My Hyundai key for this game today for the Angels to be successful against Anderson in Oakland and try to win this second game of the series. Little E40, tell me when to go. That means be ready to go and drive a fastball or a mistake pitch from Anderson, especially early in the game here, to establish a lead, put some pressure on Oakland, knowing that the Tampa Bay Rays won earlier this afternoon.
Loss tonight for Oakland. They would find themselves just 4.5 games ahead of the Rays. Second wild card spot. Yankees winning tonight. 10-1 that game of the ninth as Taylor bounces this one to Marcus. The Cal alum busy tonight. That's the 4th time he's fielded a ground ball. We'll head to the bottom of the second with no score.
Tied at 0, bottom of the second. Now it's time for the Kia drive to success. And speaking of starting pitching, pretty consistent starting pitching over the last 19 games. ERA 3.02, second best in the American League. And you put into effect also 1.82 in the last 11 road games for the starters for the Angels. Been pretty solid, even with all the injuries they've dealt with this season.
Chris Davis swinging first pitch. Sky went out toward left center field. Mike Trout calling for it. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the second.
You're going to see some early swings when both pitchers have thrown a lot of first pitch strikes around the strike zone.
Here's Matt Olson. 246 average for Olson, 27 home runs, 76 RBIs. 1 for 4 game last night. Had an RBI single. He'll look at a strike. James Hoy calling the balls and strikes tonight. The dribbler Fowler with 2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Take a look at StatCast AI powered by AWS with Olson at the plate, how many baseballs he hits to that right side of the field, whether the infield or outfield. Not a whole lot of action going the other way to 16% of the baseballs hit for that left side of the field for Olson trying to pull it.
That one just shy of the home plate area. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Angels 6 up, 6 down. So far, Felix Pena 4 up, 4 down. 32 doubles for Olson as well at first base. Batting in the 5th spot tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Felix not happy with himself. Those 2 deliveries.
There's a lot to like about Felix Pena. He's very competitive, has a real good idea of his release point as far as all his pitches.
been a nice transition, that's for sure. Being a starter at the major league level. Wants the baseball, doesn't want to come out of games. 2-2 now. And down goes Olsen. 2 down. First strikeout of the night for Felix.
That's the thing, once again, we've seen over these 2 games now with Oakland, you can get that fastball by them when they're starting to sit on an all-speed pitch. Fastball, 95, right on the outside part of the plate. Get a swing and miss against a very good fastball hitter in Matt Olsen.
Right fielder Stephen Piscotty now up.
Good breaking ball once again. You look at numbers versus fastballs compared to his secondary pitches. 280 versus his fastball this season with 5 home runs allowed. Just 192 versus his curve and changeup, 5 home runs allowed. There's that big-time curveball once again. Batting average is 192 between his curveball and changeup.
Oh, 2 down. Called strike 3. Fastball looking upper echelon of the strike zone. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Pena. We're scoreless as we head to the 3rd. Coca-Cola Friends and Family Fun Packs for the price of 1 during the last homestand. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 soft drinks for $44. And get another family fun pack to a second game for free. Call 714-4-ANGELS to get yours today. Bottom 3rd of the order, and Blash, Coward, and Hudson facing Brett Anderson. Jabari tonight getting to start in right field. No Cole Calhoun tonight. Jabari a 125 batting average, 1 double, 1 RBI. Lifts this one out toward right center field. Oriano moving over. Get Brett Anderson doing Brett Anderson things. Soft away.
Yep. And if you just got to stay back and just try to cover that plate. Almost crowd the plate and challenge them to get you out inside. There's a Cal Berkeley baseball team here. One of my kids from Chaminade, Sean Sullivan, freshman, here tonight. A chance to get a quick little conversation with him. He's pretty excited about being here tonight. Pretty good baseball program, has been for quite some time.
Cal folks down the left field line. Stanford down the right field line as far as the dueling bands. Caleb Coward ahead of the count. As the count even up now, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 for 4 game for Caleb last night. 5 RBIs. He had a grand slam and an RBI triple. Just missed second home run. They're going for a triple. Bouncer back to the mound.
Didn't waste a whole lot of time making that throw over the first base, Brett Anderson.
No.
Fortunate for him, he has a big target over at first base. That was a pretty high throw.
Batting in the ninth position, the catcher.
That is now 5
number 44,
ground ball outs.
Joe.
And Olsen a tall target at first.
There's Joe Hudson tonight getting to start behind the plate. 0 for 4. Start his major league career. He'll swing and pull one to left field. There's his first major league hit. 2 out single here in the third.
Got to feel good with that one. That first base hit for Joe Hudson. I'm sure we'll see the routine of pretending to throw that baseball in the stands.
Now batting, number 2.
Adam Neville getting that
Andrelton
baseball now.
Simmons.
Congratulations to Joe Hudson.
Guess you can't do the whole in the stands thing now with the netting.
With the netting, yeah.
Kind of messes things up. So Anderson works from the stretch. Here's Andrelton Simmons. He grounded out to Simmons in the first.
Joe had some fun with us on the pregame show as we were getting ready. We said, hey, good luck today. He goes, no, you guys good luck. You're the ones that have all the responsibility of making us look good. Well, he made himself look good with that swing of the bat. First major league hit.
Check swing roller towards second. It's a Stanford alum now. His turn, Jed Lowry. How about that? A Cal Stanford double play tandem tonight. How perfect.
Who knew?
No scores we had in the bottom of the third.
Hey, fans, come check out.
By Hyundai. At Hyundai, the longer you look, the more there is to like. And right now, there's a lot to see at your Hyundai dealer. By Carl's Jr., the 2 for $2.50 sausage and egg made from scratch biscuit, now at Carl's Jr. And by the 2018 Subaru Forester. A whole lot to love. Beautiful night here in the Bay Area. It's the bottom of the third at the Coliseum. The Angels and the Athletics are scoreless. Felix Pena picked up his first 2 strikeouts in the second inning. He'll get Laureano, Simeon, and Lucroy for the A's in their half of this third. New York ended up beating Boston tonight. Seattle currently shutting out Houston 8-0 at Minute Maid Park. 10 games on top of the 8th. I mentioned earlier Tampa Bay defeating Texas 9-3. Talk about playing with a lot of confidence.
Yes.
Rays right now. They're headed up to Toronto to play a 3-game series against the Blue Jays. Then they go home for 7. 4 against the Yankees, 4 against the Blue Jays. Or pardon me, 3 against the Blue Jays to finish the year.
They played well against the Yankees this season anyhow.
Yeah. And they get to do it at their home ballpark.
That place will be loud. Have that connection anyhow down there with New York and spring training down there close by with the Yankees.
Well, Laureano, the center fielder, 271 average, 5 home runs, 14 runs batted in. Chop it foul. It's Laureano's 39th game. Matt Williams, the third base coach, always with good hands. Odd to see him wearing an Oakland A's uniform for so many years in San Francisco.
Talk about tremendous power.
Managed the Washington Nationals as well. Chopper to short, to Hopper. No doubt.
Well, he gets down that line quickly.
Running in the 8th position. Shortstop. The 10. Marcus Semien.
There's Marcus Semien, the shortstop. 33 doubles, 2 triples, 12 home runs, and 56 runs batted in. Lines went out to center. Ball's got a little tail to it toward right center field. 2 outs.
Got some quick outs. 23 pitches thrown so far in this game for Felix Pena. Now with 2 outs in the 3rd.
Batting 9th and catching. 21. Jonathan
Lucroy last night got 2 at-bats, went 1 for 2, had an RBI single.
Felix Pena, 2.21 ERA on the road this season. Really aggressive so far in the night.
Ground ball to second.
Soft contact again.
9 up, 9 down for Felix Pena. We're off to the 4th inning, scoreless.
Now it's time for the AARP take on today, what Mike Trout has done in his career versus Oakland. .313 batting average, but 28 home runs, which ties for the most by any Angel hitter against Oakland. Tim Salmon, the other, with 28 career home runs against the Oakland A's. Also 69 RBI, 28 stolen bases for Trout against Oakland. Some pretty good numbers.
This one pulled over to third base. Chapman has it. 1 away. Might go for 2. Brings up Upton. The only strikeout that Anderson has tonight was of Upton looking in the first.
Justin Upton.
Fastball a little bit away. Numbers versus fastball this season for hitters against Anderson. Got a 273 batting average versus his fastball. Got the changeup in there. A couple home runs allowed. 301 I should say versus his secondary pitch. 5 home runs allowed. That's important, especially when you look at the home run total for Upton versus off speed.
Broken bat, roller to short. 2 down.
He hasn't given up anything really hit hard against him, really, outside of Joe Hudson's first major league hit he hit into left field. A lot of soft ground ball outs.
And even that one would said it was squared up.
Now batting,
I mean, for Joe, the tale that he will tell.
Yeah, it was like
125
yes.
miles per hour off the bat.
The hardest hit baseball this season.
Ever.
Yes.
Ever.
On Statcast for sure.
Greater than that of anything Babe Ruth ever accomplished. 2 outs for Shohei. Hello, fastball. Shohei grounded out to Marcus Semien, leading off the second.
He comes back in with another fastball on the inside part of the plate. Shohei might hit this one a long way. He's going away.
Left that one on the inner half, though.
Well, he put on a display in batting practice today. How far he hit a couple baseballs. It's mind-boggling how far he hit it in batting practice.
Chopper to second. But both starting pitchers tonight, soft contact galore. By Jack in the Box. Try something different like Jack's Teriyaki Bowls. Only at Jack in the Box for a limited time. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers. 9 up, 9 down for Felix Pena as we start the bottom of the 4th. We're scoreless here at the Coliseum. Top of the order, Nick Martini. Starting left fielder tonight, grounded out to Caleb. In the first inning, 2 strikeouts, no walks. The base runners as of yet. That one's downstairs. It's 2 balls, no strikes. This is a shot to left. Leadoff single. There were a few counts in which was in the hitter's favor. So Martini's on board for the first base runner of the game. And it'll bring up Chapman.
Don't you open up that window.
Now batting, third baseman, number 26. That's Chapman.
Pena's had 7 double plays turned behind him. He's been getting a lot of ground balls of late. See if he get one right now to get a double play with it.
Chapman, a fly ball to left field. Not very deep in the first. 0 for 1. This is line to center. He jumped on that first pitch fastball. And Martini will stop at second. So back-to-back hits to open up the 4th. probably the hardest hit ball of the night. First hit of the series for Chapman.
One of those pitches, too, you right down the middle part of the plate and right back up the middle. All you're trying to do is avoid contact with that baseball. But you know, for Felix Pena was able to get by him and in the center field, that ball was right on him quickly. See that follow through right back at him. After you release that baseball, you're about 50 feet away from the batter.
110 miles per hour off the bat for Chapman. Here's Jed Lowry. Skied one to Trout in the first inning.
See if he's going to be aggressive on the first pitch. He's been pretty patient for his last 4 or 5 at-bats after swinging at the first pitch, his first at-bat last night.
He decided to change up the bat. New lumber for Lowry. Martini at second, Chapman at first. Back-to-back hits to open up the fourth.
Good breaking ball.
1-1. Lowry, a first-round pick back in 05 of the Boston Red Sox out of Stanford. Free agent after the season. There's 1-1. Shoots this one to the alley, left center field. Trout racing over. He's not going to get there. 1 run is in. Being waved around as Chapman. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Wow, that's pretty close. They might take a look at that one. Mike Scioscia right away put his hand up there. They want to see that one. What a great relay.
2-0 Oakland as of right now. I'm a little surprised Trout stopped running after it. He threw the glove up there, and all of a sudden he put the glove down. The ball fell just shy of the track.
Yeah, I don't think he can get to that baseball at that point. He got it in quickly, and what a throw by Hamilton Simmons there, but it looks like he got the foot in there before the tag was applied.
So 3 consecutive hits to open up the fourth. 2-0 Oakland. Lowry with his 37th double, now with 93 RBIs. Davis late on that one. 0-1 count.
One thing it has been a little bit of an issue for Felix Pena has been with runners in scoring position. Sees a .295 batting average against him.
And what do you attribute that to?
Sometimes when the game gets going quickly, you overthrow a little bit. You got to stay within your same game plan. When you try to throw that little extra on a fastball, especially with runners in scoring position, you might pick up a mile or two on the fastball, but then it straightens out and that becomes hittable. And that's exactly what happened, especially with Jed Lowry on that pitch right there, and he drove it the other way. The old saying, we've talked about it before, is try easy in those moments, especially with runners in scoring position. See, the harder you try to throw the baseball, the more up it's going to be a straight but firm fastball, but a hittable one.
Ground ball to the right side. Jeffrey Marte, for whatever reason, at the second base position, has no business being over there. And instead of getting an out and having a man at third, there's nobody out, runners at the corners.
I mean, that's going to be a routine play for Caleb Cowart. And because of that, because you leave your feet, it's going to end up being a hit.
Hitting snowballing on Felix Pena. 4 consecutive hits. Although this last one, the charity version. Here's Matt Olson, struck out in the second. Pena a little bit more deliberate now all of a sudden. In the dirt. Lowry standing at third, Davis at first base. That one's off the plate, 2-0.
Now you have a very good fastball hitter, especially with the power numbers, able to sit on a fastball against Felix Pena. You just hope to try to get him overly aggressive, get him out in front towards the end of the bat, that soft contact, see if you get a double play out of it.
Also, a little bit late on that. Got almost like he jammed himself. Now Felix has a little run to his fastball. That one at 92.
Yeah, that two-seamer's got some good action to it.
2-1 count. Not a big lead at all for Davis at first base. 3-1. You can see the different delivery, if you will, even finish by Pena.
It's going back
now
to
versus the first 3 innings.
Yeah, with runners in scoring position again, just trying to throw the ball through the catcher's mitt instead of placing it exactly where he wants to get that ground ball towards the end of the bat or the handle of the bat.
And they're loaded up.
That was a pretty good pitch. Didn't get that call.
Should prompt a visit from Charles Nagy.
Take a look where that location was on our Nissan pitch cast. That two-seamer running back. Easily been called a strike, a little bit off the inside corner, but pretty close.
No place to put him now. Piscotti at the plate. 15 pitches thrown here in this fourth inning. Jets record it out.
Now batting right fielder, 25, Steven Piscotti.
Piscotti went down looking in the second. Lowry at third, Davis at second, Olsen at first. 0-1 count. Just didn't catch the outside corner. Field looking for a double play ball, both Simmons and Cowart in a couple of steps. Not quite halfway.
He's hit in quite a few of them, 21 of them.
That shot to right. Blash has got to go back on it, and that's over his head. Ricochets back over his head. Also, will be stopped at third. 2 runs in, 4-0.
Center fielder.
Just over his head. The route not quite exactly where you want to do. Go straight back on the baseball. It's over his head. Ball had some pretty good carry to it. Think about Piscotti, how well he has hit the ball since June 3rd, using the gaps, going back to that swing instead of trying to pull the baseball, especially hitting the ball well the other way.
2 RBI double for Piscotti. Olsen at third now, still looking for that first out. Movement down the Angels bullpen. You talk about a snowball turning into an avalanche here. Out of nowhere. Laureano grounded out his first time up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. 1-2. Parker Bridwell, first man up. Tough season for Parker, injury-wise, at the minor league level. That's out to center. Trout coming in. He'll play it on a hop. 5-0. Olsen to third base. Laureano picks up his 15th RBI.
And for a club that relies a lot on the home run ball, they've used the entire field very well in this inning. After such an incredible stretch of games for Felix Pena, 6 straight of at least 6 innings or more. This is a tough one after 3 perfect innings. Six hits in this inning.
Well, these are what you call educational moments at the major league level, right? For a guy that's transitioned for the first time at the major league level as a starter, you're going to have to live through these moments and try to figure it out just as a reference point going into 2019.
The ability to be able to slow the game down and prevent a huge inning against you. Remember that game he had against Seattle, where he struggled to get through the first inning when he got a third of an inning in. A drop in the velocity of his fastball. It hasn't really been the case tonight. It's been pretty firm, his fastball.
There goes Laureano, and it's pulled foul, 0-2. Laureano will head back to first base. High throw, fortunately, finds its way into the webbing of Jeffrey Marte's glove. No balls, 2 strikes, looking for that first down. Assuming the 8th man to step to the plate here this 4th inning. Felix had 9 up, 9 down with 2 strikeouts before Martini shot a single to left, open up the 4th.
That was a 2-0 pitch.
One ball, 2 strikes, 6 hits for the Athletics. There goes Laureano again. That's a pitch downstairs. The throw is low. Caleb keeps it in front of him. It's a stolen base from Laureano.
It's his 7th of the season. Has not been caught yet. Pretty big jump. It's a 4 stolen base and 5 attempts against Felix Pena also now. If he was able to scoop that right away, Caleb, and apply the tag on the helmet area, he might have gotten him, but that was a tough one.
Bouncer foul. Six pitches thrown by Felix this 4th inning.
Through 25 the first 3 innings combined.
Bridwell's ready to go in the bullpen. And down goes Simeon, 1 out. Good breaking ball.
Straight downward action and 12-6 type break on his curveball. Definitely enough time now for Parker Bridwell to be ready. Wouldn't be easy for him to get ready in a hurry, considering all the injuries he's had this season.
Jonathan Lucroy takes downstairs. Number 9 hitter grounded out to Caleb Coward. His first at bat.
For that little bit of that soft contact and an infielder now.
Out to shallow left. Upton getting behind it. Olsen looks like he's tagging. He's coming home. The throw is off the glove of Ward. It's 6-0. I said Olsen, but it's Viscotti. Olsen scored prior to him. Sack fly for Lucroy. 6-0.
Now batting, the 38, left fielder, Nick Martini.
Martini started this whole win.
Yep. Single left. He's 1 for 2. Laureano stays at second. 0-1 count. Cliff foul. This one's out of play. Nice play.
Yes, it was.
That's why you bring a glove to a game.
Yes.
Someone must have been giving him a little grief earlier. Young fan gets the baseball. Love it. In the dirt, Laureano thought about taking third. Oh, bouncer to the right side. Marte again in the way.
I wonder if there should be a conversation with
No
Marte
question.
when he gets into that dugout.
Just stick around the bag. It's good enough. 6 runs in for Oakland. They lead it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for kart racing at the Oakland Coliseum.
Replay. Talk about a lot of soft contact against Anderson so far. He's really utilized his off-speed pitches off that outside part of the plate, and the hitters have expanded the strike zone. He's made them pay for it so far with a lot of soft contact and check swings throughout this first 4 innings of the game. Ground ball after ground ball for Anderson tonight so far.
Marte, Ward, and Blash for the Angels here in their half of the 5th inning. Back toward the middle, it's a base hit. Leadoff single for Marte. Second hit allowed by Anderson. Bring up Taylor Ward.
So with 9 ground ball outs so far.
Parker Bridwell, who had been ready to go on the Angels' pen, has sat down, at least for now.
Number 3, Taylor Ward.
6 runs in for Oakland against Pena. On 6 hits, 1 walk. One ball, no strikes. Taylor grounded out to Simeon to end the second. It's out to right center. Laureano moving over.
He can cover some ground out in center field.
Now batting, number 54.
And a pretty quick release, too, as far as his throwing arm.
I'll tell you what, you talk about scouting, and now we get this time of year where baseball operations starts to make moves as far as planning for the offseason in 2019. A lot of scouts get let go, and there's the shuffling going on. But when you look at Ramon Laureano and what the Oakland A's eventually saw, because he had a down year last year, Double-A, offensively, to be able to go in and say, you know what, Astros, we'll pick him up. You know, they had to make a move, obviously, as far as whether or not to add him to the 40-man roster with the depth that the Astros have. It worked out in Oakland A's favor, but that's a great find.
Yeah.
That's the amount of hours you can put in on minor league scouting. It's not just the big league stuff, it's every team gets covered.
Yeah, you try to figure out ways he can help you win games, both with the glove, with his speed, and his ability to work counts pretty well, put the ball in play.
And when you look at his skill set, it's like, all right, he fits the A's mold. That's the kind of player that would be wearing the white shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've been looking for someone to patrol center field.
And I think he's going to develop some more power as it goes along.
Good power in the minor leagues. They haven't had a full-time center fielder really since Coco. Good old Cavelli Crisp.
Yes.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Jabari Blash. Full count.
Pierce Junior College in the San Fernando Valley. Coco Crisp. Barry Zito went there also. There's a Coco Crisp jersey.
It's just a jersey. It's not Coco.
No, it's not him.
Hasn't turned into a full-time fan. Check in on Marte. Can't imagine he's going anywhere. Bridwell's back up and loosening, so Felix Pena's night come to an end. Called strike 3, top part of the zone, 2 outs. Second strikeout for Brett Anderson. Brings up Caleb Coward. Hey, join us Saturday, September 29th, Fan Appreciation Day. Angels taking on the A's at 6:07. First 30,000 fans in attendance. Get the Mike Sosha bobblehead, courtesy of Fox Sports West. For more information, go to angels.com. Already buying tickets for that game.
Yes. $19 years for Mike Sosha. Won a world championship as a player, world championship as a manager with the Halos.
6-0 lead here in the 5th. And Brett Anderson worried about Jeffrey Marte with 2 outs. Caleb bounced one back to the mound in the 3rd. Marte started to go, then stopped. Not sure where he's going.
And down by 6, you better make sure you can almost walk into second base. Anderson is not allowed to stolen base this season. He also has 22 career pickoffs. He's got a good move over to first base.
After seeing that, now it wouldn't surprise me to throw over there. Throw his A move that way. 1-2. Dribbler foul. Cal remains at a ball and 2 strikes. Grand slam hit by Caleb last night. His first home run of the season. First career grand slam. Perfect time too. Big inning.
Yeah. A lot of really good swings in that inning by the Halos.
2-2 now. Halos will need some magic tonight. Down 6-0. Two count with 2 outs. Marte over at first. Caleb skies this one. Shallow right. Lowry cutting out underneath it. And he'll make the catch for the 3rd out. Shutdown inning for Brett Anderson. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th with Oakland on top. Celebration in the Gate 1 Music Garden when the Angels take on the Athletics on Friday, September 28th. Enjoy beer from some of your favorite local breweries. I guess you can kind of just stop there. Enjoy beer!
Yes.
Exclamation point.
Yep.
Visit angels.com/promotions for more information to get your tickets today. Parker Bridwell takes over on the bump, replacing Felix Pena. This pitching change is brought to you by Purple Bricks. Pena ends up working 4 innings, 6 runs, 6 hits. And Bridwell comes on for the 3rd time this year. Had a nice outing his last go-round. So he spent most of the season out of the minor leagues dealing with a number of injuries, and he'll deliver downstairs for ball 1. 2-3-4 for Oakland. Chapman, Lowry, and Davis.
Well, he was so good last season for the Angels.
So line to left center field, a base hit up to try to cut it off. Will do so, holds Chapman to a leadoff single. That was fired in over Caleb Coward's head.
After having a tough night at the plate last night
Now batting,
for Chapman.
second baseman, number 8.
Big game so far tonight with a couple hits. Bridwell's fastball is 90-94. He'll throw a slider, cut fastball, and changeup. He's got a plus changeup. He has that feel for it.
Lowry swinging first pitch, comes up empty. Doubled home 2 runs and scored in the 4th. He's 1 for 2. This is just the 9th appearance in a game for Parker Bridwell this year. Just 6 starts in AAA. Lowry skies one for Taylor Ward. Just third baseman makes the catch. 1 down.
Even in spring training, a lot of the games he appeared in was in relief after being such a good starter last year. A lot of success the Angels were when he took the mound to start a game. You know, the whole conversation was there was a lot of contact made against him. Wasn't necessarily a swing and miss type pitcher, but he got a lot of soft contact, a lot of ground ball outs. Was able to get deep in most games.
Chris Davis thought about pulling the trigger on it. Lays off. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Ahead of the count. Parker 10-3 last year. 364 earned run average. 21 games, 20 starts.
What were the Angels, 17-3 in those starts?
Picked up in an April trade, the Baltimore Orioles, who will have the number 1 overall pick 2019. Two balls, 1 strike. Orioles at 44 and 108. Royals second, the White Sox third as far as worst records in baseball currently. Could change.
Yeah, Kansas City lost their 100th game tonight in Pittsburgh.
52 and 100. Angels currently 14th.
How wild is that for Kansas City? Just a few seasons ago, you were the world champs.
Yeah. The 3-1 pitch, just inside. There's a walk. 2 on with 1 out. Matt Olson coming up.
Now batting, first baseman,
Olson over 1 with a strikeout and a walk.
Olsen.
Good off-speed pitch. 6-0 Oakland. We are in the bottom of the 5th.
Felix Pena perfect for the first 3 innings. 35 pitches thrown. His first 3 innings. I think that, I'm sorry, 25 pitches thrown first 3 innings.
Down goes Olsen. 2 down.
Well, strikeouts for Olsen in this game. Good downward action on that breaking ball. It's 152 strikeouts in the season now for Olsen.
I always love the hitters' reactions when they walk away from the plate like that. They're thinking to themselves, man, come on, challenge me, throw me a fastball. Like, they never look at it from the other side.
Yeah.
The guy on the mound's down 6-0, and there's a couple of men on with 1 out. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and challenge him.
Let me just go right after you with a fastball, see how far you can hit it.
Exactly.
I'll throw you a fastball if you promise to make an out with it. You can hit it hard.
Conversation on the mound here. Piscotty 1 for 2. He had a 2 RBI double and a run scored to the 4th. Stay tuned to our Angels Live post-game show for the Auto Nation Business of Sports. Auto Nation, low price, no pressure, guaranteed. Light crowd tonight, had just over 15,000 last night. Tonight it is Cal Stanford night. Last night San Jose Sharks night.
Yes.
Cal Stanford tonight. Scotty drives one deep down to left field line, and that one is gone. A home run. A 3-run shot, and it is 9-0.
Boy, big game so far for Piscotty at a double. His last at bat. Now a 3-run home run. Continues that tremendous second half of the season as far as power numbers, batting average, using the whole field.
22, Ramon Mariano.
Hanging breaking ball drifted back on the inside part of the plate. Teammate said, yeah, it was fair.
th home run of the season for Piscotty.
18th from July on.
This one's pulled foul. I know you're mentioning the numbers that he's put up, especially in the second half. But to be fair, all things considered, remember, he's traded in the offseason. Mom obviously dealing with a health issue, and subsequent passing, I would imagine, would have weighed tremendously on Stevens' mind and his family's mind. Very close to his mom.
St. Louis made that deal so he could be closer to his mom.
Oriano pulls one through the left side, a base hit with 2 outs.
Scotty's 5 RBI tonight matches a career high as far as RBI in a game. Well, after a slow start, the bats for Oakland really have heated up now.
Marcus Simmons 0 for 2. A fly ball to center to strikeout. 9-0 Oakland. Out towards shallow center. Trout's there. Oakland adds 3 on the home run by Piscotty. We've played 5 and it's Oakland on top. $25.99. Watch every out-of-market regular season game, plus get a free subscription to MLB At Bat Premium. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv to take advantage of this limited time offer. The Stanford Band.
Yes.
In the house.
They're rocking it down there.
The trees here as well.
Yes.
Somewhere. I wonder if it's going to be part of the mascot race. You know, that tree is not really. There it is. The tree is not really the mascot for Stanford University. They don't have a mascot. They're known as Cardinal for the color.
Yeah.
The tree is the mascot of the band.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah. And it is the logo that is on the city of Palo Alto, where Stanford is located. So they've adopted that.
So the tree is just hanging out here today at the stadium?
Part of the Redwoods. Yeah, just hanging out. Doesn't want to leave.
No.
There's our guy today.
Yes.
He's hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to rock out later on. This one line to second. Well struck by Hudson, but it's the first down here of the 6th.
Hampton Simmons coming to play what he did last night. Let's take a look at our tools of the trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks. Very impressive. Shohei Ohtani on the move to be able to inside out this fastball down, be able to get down and get that and line that one right back up the middle. That is a very difficult pitch to do that with. Generally, it's going to have to be up to be able to go inside out. It was down, inside out, right back up the middle for Simmons. 3-hit performance last night.
0 for 2 tonight with a couple of ground downs. A little check swing roller to end the 3rd. He'll scout this one foul toward the bullpen. There's action in that Angels pen. Toward the band. Be careful. I want that baseball stuck in one of those horns. That would be good.
No.
Would that be Little Bo Peep leading the band? So chopped to Chapman. 2 down.
Mike Trout coming to the plate last night. Take a look at our Coors Light refreshing finish after an up and in fastball. Megden came back with another fastball, 3-1, a lower part of the strike zone. Don't ever do that against Mike Trout. 35th home run. He brought his hands inside. He lined that one out, and that got out quickly for his 35th home run of the season. 28th career home run against Oakland in 7 straight seasons for Trout hitting a home run in this ballpark.
John, a fly ball to right and a ground ball to third. That's the leader of the band. I was not in band.
No.
So what is there the name of the leader? Is that the leader? Conductor? Would be a conductor, would it?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
I was waiting for you to say one time at band camp.
Yes. Way back in the day. Our very own former producer Jeff Kibler was in the band with UNLV.
That's right. He played
For Frank Sinatra.
for Frank Sinatra. His birthday.
Yes. Gibbs.
Drum major leads the band. Our own Matt Birch, of course.
Oh, of course he did.
Angels PR stud.
Yes.
Brett Anderson with a 1-2-3 6th inning. All Oakland tonight. Sixth inning and a bunch of changes for the Angels, and it begins with Odrisamer Despaigne taking over for Parker Bridwell, who worked 1 inning, gave up 3 runs. There's the numbers for Despaigne since joining the Angels: 5 games and 4 starts. He's going to face 9-1-2. He'll have a new second baseman making his major league debut. Sherman Johnson is over at second. Caleb Coward moves over from second to short, so Andrelton Simmons is out of the game. Eric Young Jr. is in left field. Justin Upton's out of the game. It looks like Michael Hermosillo is the new center fielder. So Trout also out of the game. No other changes as of right now.
What a special moment for Sherman right now.
Yeah.
Both had a chance to talk to him before the game, and so excited.
Sat down with our own Patrick O'Neill.
Yes.
Pre-game show.
Saw him a lot over the last couple of seasons in Tempe in spring training.
Birchie, by the way, he was in band in high school. That's why he knew that, yeah.
Well, he is the man of the world.
He is the shell answer man.
Yes.
Yeah. Lucre 0 for 1, sac fly in the 4th. Chopper to short. Caleb is there. Ball almost sailed over the head of Jeffrey Marte. 1 down. Top of the order coming up now with Nick Martini.
Left fielder, 238, Nick Martini.
Hasn't played a whole lot of shortstop for Caleb Coward. We've seen him play the outfield positions. Played third, second, first. Shortstop now, right away. Baseball right at him.
It'll find you, that baseball.
Oh, yes.
Martini 1 for 3 at a single. Got things started for the A's in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 3. 2 other ground balls for outs. Cued over toward the shortstop area, cut off by Ward. 2 down. Stay tuned during the 7th inning stretch for the Nissan game break with Patrick O'Neill.
Now batting.
Speaking of man of the people, Patrick O'Neill.
26, Matt Chapman.
He's probably bumming right now that we haven't showed the Cal band.
Yes. His daughter goes to Cal.
They're down the left field line. Espana with 2 quick outs. There's the Cal band. They're all strapped in with seatbelts though, because the last thing you want is to have the band is on the field. The band is on the field. Too soon?
Never. One of the all-time great moments.
Haven't seen their mascot though. Oski. Chapman out to center. Hermosillo's there. Despaigne with a 1-2-3-6. We're off to the 7th. 9-0. Oakland leads it.
T-Mobile in Cleveland with the bases loaded. Bottom of the 9th, Jason Kipnis at the plate on a 3-2 count. Grand slam walk-off variety for Jason Kipnis. As Cleveland comes back and beats the Chicago White Sox 4-1 on that walk-off grand slam.
Career hit number 1,000 for Jason Kipnis.
Number 59.
And I want to say, I'm doing having our guys do some research. As Michael Hermosillo leads things off. It's like the 9th walk-off grand slam this year in baseball.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Some crazy number. Just making stuff up now.
Yeah, you are.
Hermosillo.
Let's think of that same theme of a Pac-12 team. That's with Arizona State.
Yeah.
Teammate with Cole Calhoun.
Check swing and did not go around. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's Upton's spot in the order. Over to short. Simeon has it. One down. So that is officially 6 1/3 innings for Brett Anderson. That is the longest outing by an Angel starter in 26 games. He's been besieged by injuries. And of course, Anderson, part of that, has been on the DL twice.
73 pitches so far into the 7th inning with 1 out.
Really, the 1 inning which got extended, if I remember correctly, was like the 5th when Marte had the leadoff single. A little bit some deeper counts.
Tell you what, his pace has been great. He doesn't waste any time. He's pitching to contact. 3 strikeouts so far. A ton of ground ball outs. $11 ground ball outs.
Shohei twice is grounded out, 0 for 2. Back toward the middle. Simeon has it, straightens up, low throw, not going to get him.
Say, once he hesitated at all, you're not going to get Shohei Ohtani running down the line. Base hit for Ohtani, 1 for 3 in the game. Another ground ball for Ohtani, and he's out of the game also now.
Now batting, number 19, Jeffrey Marte.
How quick he gets down the line, those strides he has as he beats that one out.
It's like Francisco Garcia over at first base, pitch running. Marte, the first baseman, 1 for 2. 1-0. Action now in the Oakland pen.
Well, if you're Bob Melvin, you're really happy with this performance for Anderson tonight. Not only all the zeros put up, but the length of the game for him, especially with the day game tomorrow.
Three one. Bouncer toward third. Chapman backs up on it, bobbles it, fires to first. Low throw. Olsen digs it out. And we'll see how they rule that. Should be an error. It is an error. And for Olsen, that's his 19th error of the year. Committed one last night.
Yeah, good as he's been at third base, that's a lot of errors for him. Played back on that last hop. Even with that strong arm he has, unable to get Marte at first base. Or did he get him at first base? That was close.
Looks like they're going to challenge it.
That's a pretty good scoop by Olsen over at first base also.
Yeah.
And they'll waddle on that throw. One hopper. I think he got him. Yes. It should be pretty quick. And that's the thing that's so impressive for Olsen, also at first base. Tall target, but he has that stretch out there to be able to get to that baseball, to cut down that angle of that throw across the diamond very well.
That'll get overturned. So it'll be 2 outs.
And another ground ball out. Looks like they're going to the bullpen now.
Fielding on the field has been reversed.
Taylor Ward coming up. For whatever reason, Bob Melvin's going to the bullpen with a 9-0 lead. 82 pitches for Brett Anderson, a pitching change. Has unlimited talk, text, and data. Save up to 40%. Go to SpectrumMobile.com today. Halos down 9-0. We are in the 7th with 2 outs and a man at second base on this beautiful night. Although it has not been pretty as Ryan Dole takes over for Brett Anderson. And first pitch swing is Taylor Ward, and that'll do it for the Angels. Stretch time here at the Coliseum. 9-0 time now for the Nissan Game Break with Patrick O'Neill.
Okay, before we get to the highlights or lowlights for the Halos so far, for the record, the reason why the Cal band is better than the Stanford band is they put on better shows at the football games, and the Stanford band is known to be a little strange. That's from my Cal intel I've been able to go. Let's not forget, it was the Stanford trombone player that was oblivious, and Cal won the big game. So let's get to the Nissan highlights so far of this ball game. Felix Pena versus Brett Anderson. Brett Anderson had the paint in this game. When the Angels were able to get any contact on Brett Anderson, it was incredibly soft. Anderson goes 6 2/3. Well, it was a perfect 3 innings for Felix, but then came the 4th inning. He had 25 pitches in the first 3. He had 33 pitches in the 4th inning. That's when the A's scored 6 runs on 6 hits. A's would then score a few more in the 5th inning for a 9-0 lead over the Angels. Tough one for Felix Pena. Well, before we send it back to the guys for the rest of the ball game, first, here is a word from Nissan.
Tampa Bay Rays, 16 hits today in Texas. They win that one 9-3. It's 5 games back. Local for that second wild card, depending on this game here tonight. Yankees all over the Boston Red Sox 10-1. They won 2 straight versus the Sox. And Freddie Freeman goes 3 for 3 with a home run, 3 RBIs. The Braves beat the Cards. Their magic number in that NL East at 6. What a story the Braves are this season.
They are fun to watch, that's for sure.
Loads of young talent.
Despagne's second inning of relief had a 1-2-3 sixth. Franklin Barreto has been hitting here for Jed Lowry. Lowry ends up going 1 for 3 tonight. Barreto on the season, .242 average through 26 games, 4 home runs, 14 runs batted in. Matt Joyce has come out of the on deck circle, so he'll bat for Chris Davis. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. Down goes Barreto. 1 down.
Another fastball looking for an A's hitter. Fastball. That Shoemaker's going to be pitching tomorrow afternoon. He's got to keep a mental book on that one as far as fastballs on with 2 strikes. Seen that quite a bit so far in his first 2 games.
Here's Matt Joyce. Chris Davis ends up going 1 for 2 with a walk. Joyce pinch hit last night, lifted a fly ball out. 198 average, 7 home runs, 13 runs batted in. 0-1. No balls, 2 strikes on Joyce.
They've been throwing a lot of strikes so far coming out of the bullpen. So far, so good.
No balls, 2 strikes. Olson's on deck. Just got a piece of that one. Lifted down the right field line. Towering shot. Hooking foul. $16,425 in the house tonight. Ground ball, base hit on an 0-2 pitch. So Joyce is on board with 1 away. Here comes Olson. 2 strikeouts and a walk. Also scored a run. What a count. 6 runs in the 4th inning for Oakland, 3 in the 5th. That was against Parker Bridwell. As Olsen chops this one to the right side. Marte goes to second and fires it right in the back of the head of Matt Joyce. Rough night for Jeffrey Marte at first base.
Marte going after that baseball once again. This time gets to it. Tough throw. Hits him right in the back of the helmet. Joyce sliding in at second base.
So 2 on, 1 out. Steven Piscotty, he's had a big game. 2 for 3 with a double and a home run. 5 runs batted in.
Tied already a career high as far as RBI in a game for Piscotty with 5 tonight.
Now gets hit.
Runs his fastball in on Piscotty.
Now batting center fielder. 22, Ramon Laureano.
Very difficult pitch, especially with that running action, you get out of the way of it.
Charles Nagy's coming out. Bases loaded.
Bullpen action now for the Angels.
Deck McGuire getting ready. Here's Ramon Laureano. Bases loaded, 1 out. Laureano tonight. 2 hits, 2 singles and an RBI. He's also stolen a base. Out toward right. Jabari Blash moving over. The ball slicing away from him into foul territory. Makes the catch. Run will score. That's a sac fly. 2 down. 10-0 now.
Now batting shortstop. Number 10, Marcus Semien.
2 RBI game for Laureano. Runners at first and third. Dustin Fowler pinch running for Steven Piscotty over at first base. One ball and strike. Marcus Semien tonight 0 for 3.
Attention please, running at first.
10 runs on 10 hits for Oakland.
Running for Piscotty.
That's all in the last 4 innings. After 3 perfect innings, start the game for Felix Pena.
1-2. That one misses down and away. Olsen to base runner over at third base. And a walk to load him up.
Attention, please, for the Athletics. Batting for Lucroy. Number 46, Bo Taylor.
Bo Taylor will take over for Jonathan Lucroy behind the plate. He'll pinch hit here. He's over 2. Lucroy was tonight, had a sac fly. Ten nothing. Bases loaded, 2 outs. No balls, 1 strike. No balls, 2 strikes now.
Pretty good change up there from Spanier.
Spanier steps off with Taylor calling time. 1 run in. Olsen at third base. Fowler, the pinch runner, second base. Simeon at first. Meanwhile, Deck McGuire ready to go in the Angels bullpen. There's Deck. Bouncer glove by Despaigne. He'll flip it over to Marte. And the inning is over. They out of runs. 10-0 as we head to the 8th. Astros at Minute Maid Park. Andrew Heaney and Garrett Cole will lock horns in Game 1 Friday night. Jaime Maria, Justin Verlander, and Tyler Skaggs and Charlie Morton. Certainly does not get easy for the Angels over the weekend.
Yeah, those three pitching for the Astros, but the three best, most consistent pitchers for the Angels this season, though, going against the Astros.
Ryan Dole still in the game.
Leading off for Los Angeles, number 54.
New third baseman Chad Pinder taking over from Matt Chapman. Barreto stays in the game at second. Fowler stays in the game at right. And Taylor stays in the game behind the plate. Jabari Blash leading things off. And Hill Sky went out to left center field. Ramon Laureano moving back on it. One down.
Baseball has some height to it.
Yep.
Now batting,
Brings up Caleb.
number 22.
0 for 2 so far.
Howard.
Tough one tonight for the Angels, and really Felix Pena. Real bad for him. 9 up, 9 down to start the game. Fell behind 2-0. Nick Martini to lead off the fourth inning. Gave up the base hit, and it just snowballed on him.
6 straight starts of 6 or more innings pitched.
He'll get one more start. More
Already-
likely against Texas.
Already career high as far as innings pitched at the major league level.
Ryan Dole came in through one pitch to get out of the 7th. Fly ball to left. A's looking to pick up the game they lost in the West last night. And, Houston being shut out tonight by Seattle. Just the second ever shutout by Seattle in Houston. The other was back in 2012. Caleb lifts it foul. Pinder, long run toward the bullpen. And what a play.
Well, he's played a bunch of different positions, and that one he needed all that distance to be able to cover on that pop-up. He's played some outfield, he's played some infield. He's set up in the shortstop position. Look how far he's got to go to cover that ground to catch that baseball, and have to deal with the mounds there also.
2 outs here. And a 10-0 lead. Bob Melvin back to his bullpen. And a pitching change here in the 8th.
Attention, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Really?
For the Athletics, number 47, Frankie Montas.
Two outs. Frankie Montas takes over on the mound. He'll face Joe Hudson. 1 for 2. As you see the numbers for The right-hander trying to get that third and final out here of the 8th inning. Melvin playing matchup. Joe Hudson, first major league hit back in the third, Gooby.
Look at her. We Make It Easy, brought to you by SoCal Toyota. Lines that one into left field. First major league hit in his second career start. The big leagues for Joe Hudson. Made it look easy on that swing. Next at bat lined out to second. That first major league start behind the plate, caught 8 different pitchers in that 2-hit shutout.
Out to right field. This one chasing Fowler back and still backpedaling near the wall. Makes the catch for the third out. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning with Oakland on top. Angels that may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Deck McGuire takes over on the mound here for the bottom of the 8th inning with the Angels trailing at 10-0. And Deck McGuire will have to stare down the top of the order for the Oakland Athletics. 0-2 mark, a 6.35 ERA, 17 games, 4 starts. It'll be Martini, Pinder, and Barreto coming up for the A's. One for 4-9 for the A's left fielder.
Really got that whole 4th inning started. Anthony worked himself into a good hitter's count. First hit of the game, and from that point forward, Oakland has been squaring up the baseball.
Martini's base hit back in the 4th. It started that 6-run rally. 0-1.
Good slow curveball from Deck McGuire. Seven strikeouts in 34 innings pitched.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Action in the A's pen. Get a different arm to finish off the ninth. Aaron Brooks. Called strike 3. Down goes Martini.
Another
One
call,
down.
3rd strike on a fastball.
That Martini was chilled on that fastball.
Yes, he was.
May have shooken him up a little bit.
Possibly.
It certainly has the bullpen stirring.
Yes.
I'm here all week. There's Chad Bender's first plate appearance.
There he is.
There it is. Bender taking over for Chapman, who finished the game going 2 for 4. 254 batting average, 11 home runs, and 25 runs batted in for Chad. Like you said, he's a guy that can bounce around at different spots. 1-2.
He's got some pretty good power, too.
Yeah, especially the other way. Down goes Pinder. Back-to-back strikeouts for Deck. And here comes Barreto. Stay tuned for Angels Live postgame show presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers.
Now batting second baseman, Franklin Barreto.
Patty O'Neill was pretty pumped up with that Cal band versus Stanford band here at the ballpark
Yeah.
tonight.
He's a passionate one, that Patrick O'Neill.
Yes, he is.
Franklin Barreto. Struck out looking into 7th. That point was pinch hitting for Jed Lowry.
That good opportunity to strike out the sides now.
Halos will have the top of the order coming up. It will include Eric Young Jr., Sherman Johnson for some major league plate appearance.
That's going to be a lot of fun to see that.
Got the wave going here at the Coliseum.
Yes. Band's getting involved in the wave also.
Baseball just got loose from the bullpen, so had to retrieve it. Matt Joyce on deck. 2-2 now. Barreto strikes out. He strikes out the side.
Pitch right there once again for Deck McGuire. Curveball now went after a couple fastballs. Swing and a miss. Halos down 10-0. Here, top of the ninth. Going back to my Hyundai key for this game today for the Angels to have a chance against Oakland. It fell apart in that fourth inning. Tell me when to go. It talked about trying to get a pitch out over the plate and drive it out against Brett Anderson, but he had a lot of soft contact against him tonight. 7 1/3. Very good innings for Brett Anderson tonight in all athletics so far.
Eric Young Jr. is going to lead things off. And then it's Sherman Johnson and Michael Hermosillo. Aaron Brooks. Pitch on September the 12th, the second outing for him. First one's outside. Bouncer over to short. High throw, but also big target. One away.
Now let's take a look at our top tier play brought to you by Arco. Sherman Johnson making his debut at the plate. Going to pick up that first major league hit.
Now batting, number 18, Sherman Johnson.
28 years of age, Tampa, Florida native. At the Florida State, 14th round pick of the Angels in 2012.
He said he was playing video games when he got the call. Thought it was a joke, and here he is in the big leagues.
Yeah. Double-A, Triple-A this year.
60th player with the Angels this season.
Called up with David Fletcher, dealing with the hamstring issue.
60th player.
A lot of tailoring going on in that clubhouse. That one's downstairs. Names on the back of jerseys.
And Keith Tarter has been very busy.
Johnson this year, minor leagues, 251 overall batting average. He pulls this one over to short. 2 down.
Now batting.
Just not the Angels' night, especially after things kind of blew up on Felix Pena. Try to win the series tomorrow afternoon here at the Coliseum. Michael Hermosillo grounded out at his first at bat. Count even up at a ball and a strike. One now. There was a play here tomorrow afternoon and fly down to Houston. And a 3-game series, last 3 on the road against the Stros. 2 night games and a day game on Sunday. Then it's back home on Monday for the final homestand of the season. 3 against Texas, 3 against these Oakland A's. 3-1 count.
Could be real interesting last weekend of the season for the Oakland A's. Tampa Bay is just not going away.
Rocio pulls it foul. Full count. There's a payoff. Hermosillo bouncer left side through the hole. No, diving stop by Pinder. Not going to get Hermosillo. Good speed. Infield base hit. So it'll be Francisco Arcia coming up for his first plate appearance.
Pretty good range there for Pinder to get to that baseball and get up quickly.
Now batting, number 30.
Arcia runs very, very well.
Arcia.
Beat that out for an infield hit.
Garcia takes a strike.
Just the 4th hit of the game for the Angels.
Little dribble up the third base line, and that is going to go foul, just barely.
Yeah, that would not go foul with the big A this upcoming week. After last night, when Caleb Coward picked up the Angels' first grand slam of the season, it's 4 singles here tonight.
Baseball.
Yes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Looks as a good changeup.
Another 0-2. Garcia takes inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Imagine that's a setup to go right back to his changeup now. See if Garcia can hit that ball to left field if it's a changeup away.
This one's out to shallow left. Halos get shut out tonight by the final of 10-0.
Yeah, tough game. Brett Anderson threw the ball very well, but it was the offense for Oakland tonight. Now it's time for the Land Rover above and beyond player of the game. Stephen Piscotty had a huge game. 5 RBI, tied a career high. Also had a 2-run double, 3-run home run for Stephen Piscotty, our Land Rover above and beyond player of the game.
2 hours, 23 minutes. Tough loss for Felix Pena and the Angels. Rubber game of the series tomorrow afternoon. Tonight, the final 10-0. Stick around. Angels live postgame with Patrick O'Neill, Jose Mota coming up next.